Hello guys, my name is Balkrishna Srivastav and welcome to Code with BK. So in this video, we write our own custom function to read a line of input in C programming. So before we begin, it is a request to please subscribe to my channel. So we have to read a line of input from standard input in C programming, and there are multiple ways you can do this. You can use fgetS. Okay, it's a C standard function. Okay, that you can use to read a line of input. You can also use getLine, but getLine is a POSIX specific function. It is a POSIX specific function, that is, it works only on Unix like systems like Mac and Linux. Okay, so if you are working on a C project that will be run on a Linux or a Mac system, you can easily use getLine. Okay, very easy to use. Okay, single line of code. Okay, and you can learn more about it on the man pages as well. Okay, and fgetS is C standard, so you can use it on Windows as well. GetLine function you cannot use on Windows. Okay, so in this video we write our own custom function to read a line of input in C programming. Okay, so let's begin. So we will be using realloc and malloc, so include stdlib.h. Okay, so the idea is that we have a dynamically allocated string and we keep reading characters from standard input as long as the input is not a change in line. Okay, so that will give us all the characters till the user presses enter. Okay, that is a line of input, and we keep appending those characters to our dynamically allocated string, and we allocate more memory as needed to the string. How? So let's start with size equal to 1. Okay, that is the size of our current string is 1. I will allocate a string, say line of size 1. I'll say malloc. Okay, size of char into, I need line of 1 character. Okay, and plus 1 for a null terminator. Okay, so 1 will store my character and the 1 extra character for my null terminator. Then I take char c, which is the character to be read. Okay, I'll say while c equal to get char to read a character as long as this is not equal to change in line. Okay, as long as it is not equal to change in line, I'm going to append this character to the end of the string. Okay, this dynamically allocated string. So now there are two possible cases. Either we have consumed all the characters of this line or there is space left. If we have consumed all characters in this line, that is, our index which starts at 0 is equal to the size. Okay, it means we have consumed the entire length of the string and we need to reallocate. For that I'm going to use realloc. I'm going to say line is reallocate. Okay, takes two arguments, the pointer from which it needs to reallocate to and the size of the reallocation. Okay, so I want to reallocate from line because whatever contents I have for my line, I want to keep that, and I want to reallocate that to a fresh pointer which I'm storing back into line. Okay, we will see by the end of the video what to do if the realloc returns null. Okay, and the size of the reallocated line that I want should be double of my current size, so I'll say let's just increment the size by 2. Okay, multiplying size by 2. So the size I want is the same thing, size of char into size plus 1. The size has incremented by 2, taking in account the updated size plus 1 for the extra null terminator. Okay, and I reallocate this pointer back to line. Okay, so this is taking care of the fact if index equal to size, that is whatever length of the line that we have is filled by the input characters and we need space for more characters, we reallocate this pointer. Okay, append this character. Okay, so I'll say line of index plus plus is c. Okay, and this will go on as long as the input character is not equal to change in line, that is the user does not press enter. Okay, now when the while loop terminates, it means the user has pressed enter and we have our line of input stored in this line. Okay, so we have to add a null terminator. Okay, remember, whenever you're creating a string character by character, just as in this case that we have a dynamically allocated memory for line and we are appending characters to it, we are adding characters to it, make sure that you add a null terminator, otherwise a lot of functions might give undefined behavior, for example string functions. Okay, so I say line of index, okay, at the last character is going to be say \0. Okay, one more thing you can do. Okay, shrink the pointer to the exact size. Okay, now what do I mean by this is I start with my size equal to 1. If one first character is added, size becomes 2. If 2 characters are added, size becomes 4. If 4 characters are added, size becomes 8. If 8 characters are added, size becomes 16. So when I'm adding say the ninth character and the size becomes 16 and the user presses enter. Okay, so for 9 characters input, I'm using 16 character memory, which I don't want because I'm using 7 extra characters. So I can remove that extra 7 space by saying the exact same thing, that I want my line to store the exact number of characters that has been input, okay, with a null terminator and nothing extra. So I say reallocate this to size of index plus 1 plus 1. Okay, because if the length of the string is say 5, so indices are 0 1 2 3 4, so the length is going to be index plus 1. So this is the number of characters we need plus 1 for the null terminator, which you are reallocating back to line. Okay, and you already added this null terminator and eventually you return line. Okay, so this is your custom read line function. There are small things that we can update here, which I'll tell you in a moment, right? Let me just test this. I'll say printf enter a line. Okay, then I say char line is read line. Then I say printf input line %s \n, and we are not including the \n character in our line of input, because the moment we have a \n we terminate the while loop, so this character is not added. Input line, and I have to print line, and I can also print the line length, okay, which is %long unsigned, and this is strlen, for which I have to include strlen line. Okay, all right, gcc slash, okay, so enter our line is say hello. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 characters. I'll run this again. I'll say Balkrishna. I'll add a white space. Okay, so this is 21 characters. I'll run again. Okay, my name is Balkrishna. Okay, 23 characters. 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 2 8, 8 plus 10 18, 19, 21, 22, 23. Total 23 characters. Okay, running this again, I'm just gonna enter spaces 1 2 3 4 5 spaces. Okay, so this code works. Okay, so my line stores memory for the exact number of characters that I'm providing to input. So if I don't do this, okay, and I can show you printf size, which is the actual size right now, so it will not be equal to the length. Okay, for example, if I enter say 9 characters, so I compile and run, I enter 9 characters, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, length is gonna be 9, size is gonna be 16 for the extra 7 characters, because after the 8th character it doubles the size. Okay, when you do this, it shrinks to the exact size. That is what we are trying to do. Okay, so the next thing here is that we are not taking care of end of file input, that we are checking C, that is input by getchar for change in line. But what if there is no more input? Okay, we still want that input as a line. So if I take an input file with my name, okay, I have this input file with my name, but I'm not pressing enter after the line. Okay, so there is end of file character right after my name. So my code right now is not handling end of file. So you will see it will crash, it will not work as expected. So gcc, oh, I can just input, right? Okay, so you see there's an infinite loop because it is waiting for a \n not working. So I've got to suspend this. Okay, if I change a line here, this is gonna be okay, because it is expecting a change of line, which is happening now. Okay, so I get line length 10. Okay, to handle this, we can also check for C not equal to end of file character. Okay, end of file character is -1, and to compare it with C, C has to be of type int. Okay, so when you have to append, you will have to typecast this to a char and say char. Okay, all right, so handling end of character file as well. And now I use the same input file without a change in line character. The last character here is end of file, and running the same code, you see I get Balkrishna, even though there is no change in line here. It is able to handle this end of file character. Okay, second thing is we are not taking care of the return value of malloc, which can be null as well. Okay, For example, if not line, that is if the malloc fails, return null. Okay, for your projects, for your school and college projects, this won't be a case. It's going to be very rare, very rare. But if you're writing a production level code, you have to take care of every possible case. In this case, you simply return null. Okay, we cannot read any, we cannot allocate memory, so we cannot read input. Okay, same thing. You can say char new line. Okay, and new line is basically this thing. I comment this out. New line is realloc. Okay, because realloc may also return null if this reallocation failed. Okay, so if not new line, that is if the reallocation failed, we were not able to read the entire line of input, so I'm going to free whatever line I have so far and I return null. Okay, else I will do a line equal to new line. Okay, instead of this. Okay, check for return value of realloc as well. Okay, else if the reallocation is successful. Okay, and we are also doing reallocation here, but here we are shrinking the size. We already have our input line in line, we are just shrinking the size, so this step is not that important. My job is to read the line of input and return it back, and here I'm just trying to save a few extra bytes. So here if my reallocation fails, I'm still going to return the line. Okay, so I'll say char say new line is now reallocation. Okay, so if reallocation is okay, okay, that realloc returned a new pointer which is not null, I'm going to return new line. Otherwise I return the line itself. Okay, remove this. Alright, so two minor points we took care of. First, that we also handle end of file, which we saw here, and then we also make sure that we handle the return value of realloc or malloc, which can be null. Okay, and one minor update is also recommended at points is that you start with a size of say 16, not 1. But it all depends upon you. If you are reading strings which are not more than 5 characters, say 10 characters, right? So you can start with 1, 2, 3, whatever you like. Okay, it depends upon your implementation. But this part that takes care of the return value of malloc and realloc, you should take care of this. Okay, all right. And doing our testing again. Okay, this is okay. From file it is okay. Let me just make it a longer line. This is my name. Okay, same thing. Okay, again without file input, I'll say welcome to code with BK. Okay, so this is how you read a line of input using custom function in C programming. Okay, obviously you can use fgetS as a C standard function, or you can use getline if you are on Mac, Linux, or any Unix like system. But this is okay, writing our own function. Okay, taking care of border cases as well. Okay, so I hope you like this video and this was helpful. So if there is any doubt, there's a part you do not understand, please let me know in the comments. I always try to answer all your comments, and you can also let me know in the comments if there's a question you want to solve or if there's a concept you want to discuss. So please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.